My name is Michael Mahony. I'm the Vice President of Business Development for a company called CTI, Resource Management Services. We're based out of Jacksonville, Florida. CTI has been a corporate sponsor for CDCA for a number of years. I came on as a business developer in 2015. And so in October of 2015 I started and I heard about CDCA, which I was not part of or privy to before this. I went to the summit, formerly the C5ISR conference, but the CDCA summit in December of 2015 to kind of assess what are we doing, what's the bang for the buck about going to these summits and these SBIOIs here in Charleston. And I learned a lot about the value of CDCA, Charleston, this venue, and what SPAWAR and the industry and government bring together here in the United States. So CDCA brings in this venue, particularly for today we're in an SBIOI, but the summit specifically each year, the annual summit in December. It's an amazing event where there's networking going on, there's discussions about future opportunities from the government itself, and there's what I was saying before, it's all about communication. And so there's a lot of communication back and forth between industry and government. And the government actually listens to industry here, I find, or at least it appears they listen. And the conversations that go on, they actually do have a lot of industry days here. And there's a back and forth discussions about the things that are important, the challenges that the fleet is facing and the Navy is facing into the future. For instance, cybersecurity and the cloud and all these kind of things that are challenges that affect both industry and government, and how we can collectively work on these challenges into the future and make it better for the fleet and ultimately the warfighter. So CTI is a enterprise service desk. We have Tier 1, 2, 3 help desk, call center support. We have our own contractor-operated help desk support center out of Jacksonville. We actually have a contract with SPAWAR. It's on the Naval Installation Command. And with that, we have a lot of applications and answer the phones to a lot of different things and answer emails. And if you're calling about a CAC card issue, you're probably talking to one of our folks in our help desk. So specifically here, CDCA provides that venue where you bring the government, you bring industry together for partnerships and possible teaming for different opportunities like Next Gen that's coming up, or help desk opportunities like NOLA, where they're consolidating, the Navy is consolidating these help desks because there's so many out there. Without coming here, without CDCA, it would be harder for me as a businessman and a business developer to figure out how to get this information. And it's readily available here in Charleston with CDCA. So it's important to network and talk to folks, talk to the government, go to the speed networking events afterwards, talk to the government, find out, and they actually give you information as well on who to talk to. Who is that belly button in the government that's running that particular opportunity that's your niche for your company. That's all readily available here every quarter in CDCA venues, SBIOI, and then the summit. Yeah. So CDCA is a great organization that brings together government and industry, but mostly they care. It seems to me, and every time I've been here for 2 years now and over 9 events, there's a culture here of trust. And when you come, you can talk to the government and you can trust that they're listening. And the government talks to industry, and you can trust that they're telling you as much as they know, as much as they can. That's hard to replicate in other places. I can tell you that I'm up in Newport, Rhode Island, outside of the Naval Undersea Warfare Center. And we're trying to replicate CDCA type activities and events up there for an organization that I'm, association that I'm part of as well. It's it's a interesting mix, and they do it so well here. People are using it as a template to go other places. So join CDCA. If you're a contracting professional, if you're a business developer, definitely. Even if you're in the government, it makes sense. If you're part of the community, you will not only give to the community, but you can take information to make your particular profession better and more informed, ultimately helping the fleet and the warfighter into the future. So 3 words that I would describe CDCA are passion, professionalism, and a networking ability. It also brings people together. If we were to do something into the future, I would offer that people like Josh Hatter and Robin Burke and April and Dew and folks like that, they really make you feel welcomed. That's what CDCA does for their different opportunities. When I first showed up, I was immediately welcomed and brought into the fold, and of course started doing things like this. But that's part of it. It's a culture of everyone joining in together and working together. I would offer for CDCA into the future, keep doing what you're doing. This is a great forum. Another great networking and marketing kind of what is CDCA and what is it all about and how it can help into the future. But don't burn out those folks like Josh, like April, like Robin, and so many others, Heather. And continue invigorating new and innovative ideas, the application stuff that you guys are going after. That's cool, hip, and important stuff. And I think you'll get the new kind of not more motivated, but young motivation and a kind of excitement when you do those kind of things. People are interested in their niche market, and some people don't want to be on video. But some people can easily set up an application and make things happen, and that's what gets them excited. Those are the things you need to do. Open your avenues of how to bring in everyone. And I think you guys are doing a great job of it. Just bring more people every year, innovate and bring in more people to get it motivated and continue welcoming in new folks. I had to give directions to 4 or 5 people outside because they didn't know we're building 1920 with them. That was me 2 years ago. So that's here. It's palpable. It's a culture that you can feel as soon as you come to these events and be part of the CDCA. At the events and the after networking kind of opportunities, they have a passion. The people here are in it to win it, to help the government. The government are part of CDCA as well, in industry. It's a great partnership. So I would say that. The networking is amazing. And I think that they really care. CDCA, it seems like you can't make that up. It seems like there's a culture here where people care. And in Charleston, I think that also goes well with the community. People here in Charleston, in the South, because I'm up in New England, they care. And that's it's palpable, it's noticeable, and it's important for conversations.